Welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to use the GC to measure blood alcohol values. When you come into the lab, you need to be wearing your lab coat fully done up and have your safety glasses on and over your eyes. All of the lab scripts contain COSH and VISC assessment information, and you need to have read this before you start working. Before we start, I'm just going to open the front of the GC so you can see inside. So you've got your injector, which is really hot at the top, and that goes down into the injector where it goes onto the column. We've got a 25-metre column in here, so it's quite a large coil, and then we've got the up into the detector. When you come to the GC, you'll see this screen. You want to go to sequence setup, which will bring all of the other samples run before, and you check that you've got the method that's coming up, which will be something along the lines of blood alcohol in your module. And then you're going to put your sample name in. So I'm running the blank first. So you put your sample name in and you don't have any spaces. It should highlight blue. You then want to go to run sample and click on that and press OK. And now we're going to wait for the instrument to be ready. The GC is now ready to inject because we've got the green light. So you can now go and get your sample from the water bath. Don't go and get your sample from the water bath until the light is on. Now you've made up your samples, you're going to come and put them in the water bath. So there's a tray in the water bath where you can put your sample, all your samples, and there's room in the trays for your samples and the other groups. You're going to leave your samples in the water bath for the time on the practical sheet and only take them out when you're ready to inject. They need to be in for a minimum amount of time so that you set up the equilibrium between the alcohols in the solution and the alcohol in the headspace. So I've got my GC syringe, and this is a sharp needle because we've got to go through the septum on the vial. The vials come out of the water bath, so it is hot. So I'm just going to take 200 microlitres from the headspace. Okay, so I've got 200 microlitres, and now I'm going to inject into the injection point, and this is hot, so don't touch it. And then I'm going to press start, which is going to start the run. So put the syringe in, plunger down and press start, and now the run is going. When your sample has run, go to Qual Browser, and that should open the last chromatogram that was run. If it doesn't, if you go to the open file, it will come up with the options and you can find it with the save path. So I have run a blank, so I've got one peak for the propan 1-ol. With your chromatograms, you need to be able to get, as well as the retention time that's automatically shown, you need to get the peak area. So to do this, you want to right click, go peak detection, set the peak detection algorithm to Genesis, and that will highlight it. We want to do display options and then go to labels and make sure area is highlighted and press OK. And now your chromatogram will have the retention time and the peak area. You need to record both of these values for each of your peaks, and you're going to record this for all of the samples that you run. Thanks for watching, and if you've any questions, send me an email.